So now we're going to ensure that our total station is directly centered over our station that we have placed out on the ground. Now by doing that, we can look through what is called our optical plummet that allows us to see at a 90-degree angle, meaning seeing down directly to the ground there where our station is. Now in order to ensure that we can see in the general area that the station is, it would have been recommended that you place one of your feet close to the station while looking through the optical plummet to see where it is. So I run my foot until I see it in the optical plummet, and I can look down to have a check of where the station is. Alright, now use both hands to hold either tripod leg, and then I uproot it while moving it towards the direction of the station. Once I have achieved that, then I return the tripod leg to the ground. Alright, now after I've done that, then it is time for me to now level the tripod. Now by doing this, what I'm trying to ensure is to get the what is called bullseye bubble centered. Then afterwards I'll try to ensure that the plate bubble is also centered. Alright, so our next process or procedure is to see where the bubble is. I realize the bubble is over or in the direction of this leg, so I'm going to start with this tripod leg, and I'll either move it up or down to ensure the bubble gets in the center. So while watching the bubble, since it's nearer to me, I'm going to move it down so that the bubble goes away and closer to the center of the circle. Alright. And then I fix my clamp, and I'll do the same thing from this tripod leg, since the bubble is across from this tripod leg. Now I use my thumb to rest on the lower shaft of the tripod while using all the other fingers to grip the upper shaft, so that once you remove or you disengage the clamp, then the tripod will not slide all the way down, causing the total station to topple over. Now I'm going to move it upwards to get my bullseye bubble dead center. Alright, so you can have a view at the bullseye bubble, very much centered right here, so it's acceptable at that point. Alright. Now at this point we're going to achieve centering or leveling of the total station. In leveling the total station, we're going to use what is called the foot screws, and we're going to use any 2 foot screws to get the face of the instrument or the face plate of the instrument parallel to it. So we turn the face plate parallel to the 2 foot screws. We're going to now turn the foot screws inwards or outwards simultaneously to ensure the plate bubble is centered. Now I'll attempt to do that. So as I move inwards, I see the plate bubble moving towards the right, and I continue until the meniscus has touched the red lines that are required within the plate bubble. Right? After that is achieved, then I'll turn the transit or the upper section of the total station in a 90-degree angle until the battery section or the compass portion is directly over the remaining foot screws that has not been used. Once I've done that, I'll next use that remaining foot screw to adjust the plate bubble again until it's centered, if it is off center. And and then we have now leveled both the tripod and the total station. It's time to turn on our instrument and start working. So we'll press the power button. So in turning on the instrument and activating it, it's pretty much self-explanatory. It tells you what to do. So you tilt the telescope, and then you rotate the telescope to activate the instrument. Good. And then your job page will come up, and your page for your relevant information. Okay. In this case, we're going to be recording horizontal distances and horizontal angles. Good. Now then, my able assistant, my chain lady, will be occupying a station over there so that we can have our first reading.